Good afternoon, welcome back, and here I go again. Yeah, now if you've been following me, you've guessed the song. So Whitesnake. Here I go again on my own, walking down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter I was born to walk alone. I've made up my mind, I ain't wasting no more time. Yeah, I had that song going off in my head from yesterday's reading. That was one of the songs that came through. I know where spirit's going with this, you know. They're not very subtle these days. Yeah, you know, when you walk this lonely path alone, here you go again. Yeah, you feel like just when it's coming back, you know, and there's that bit of light you can see, you know, through the darkness, and you feel like, yeah, we're getting somewhere now. And there you go again, walking on your own again. Yeah, it's a path of walking alone, and that's not to dishearten anybody, because I'm not here to dishearten people. I'm here to uplift people. I'm up here to show them the way, to guide them, because I've walked this lonely path on my own. The wind's had my hair again. Been walking my little lunar also. Yeah, but that's just part of the path, you know. That's the honesty about this path. That's the truth. And the truth is, I need a haircut. But that's the pure honesty, you know, and that's what you reach. I mean, I'm not blowing my own trumpet or anything like that, but I've always been honest, genuine person anyway. I don't see the point in lying, because it only hurts yourself, you know. Deceit and dishonesty and lying, what backfires, you know, it hurts you. So it's like the words that you speak, well, they'll backfire, you know, the thoughts that you think. Yeah, you're only hurting yourself when you lie and you deceive people. It's gonna come back, you know. It's like that boomerang. It'll smack you in the face. Yeah. But yeah, so the song, Here I Go Again on My Own, been coming through, and I've done my automatic writing. If you follow me, that's how I channel. I'd heard of automatic writing, you know, before this came online for me. I'd heard of it from other readers that I follow. Didn't think I'd ever be doing it myself one day, but I didn't think I'd ever be a reader one day neither. I knew I was going to help people, and I knew I was on this path. Yeah, the wind's really had me. I knew I was on this path for a reason, you know. When I'm hearing all these songs going off in my head, there's a reason why, you know. I'm not all of a sudden just turned into a jukebox, you know. I mean, I might have done, but no, I didn't. I knew. Just dropped a card. Won't be a moment. Just get a card. Yeah, you know, so when I started to hear these songs, these love songs, don't give up. They don't give up these days. Down from day one, 8 years ago. I don't think there's been a day, maybe a day or two, a break where I've not heard songs, you know, going on in loop. But I know this path now, you know, and I know the songs are leading me in the right direction. I'm following these notes, you know, this melody, this harmony I can hear. And it's guiding me, and it's also guiding others now, Spirit's saying. And I was guiding others anyway, you know. The old Ellie was always helping and always guiding others. And I was that person that people came to, you know, when I was down, my sisters, and you know, and I'm the youngest out of 7 of us. I'm the 7th sister. Yeah, that's for another day. My life path number number is also 7. That's for another day. Sure, there'll be readings on it. That, you know, that prophecy I can see coming. Yeah, I knew this song yesterday when I was reading out the channeling yesterday and the automatic writing, and this song came up, Here I Go Again on My Own. I knew there was going to be a reading on it, and then yeah, sure enough, there's a reading coming up. Well, see you now. But yeah, so this song I wrote, Here I Go Again on My Own. It's quite appropriate for how, you know, you feel on your twin flame journey, because there's times where they're going to come in and out, in and out, in and out, run a chaser stage, and you know, when you have them back, you feel elated and yes, and everything's gonna, you know, work out, and yeah, all of that. But then when they go back out again, because you've triggered something in them, you know, you've held that mirror up in both of you, not just one, it's both sides. It's that reflection. We're reflecting things back at each other that need healing, or shadows. And when you reflect that, you know, it's also shadow and light. So you're going in to find your light, your gifts. I call the light my gifts now, you know. And the light also that I'm sharing with my viewers. That's what I went into my shadows for. Also, I'll read on with the automatic writing. My ancestors, you know, went into their shadows. What's been passed down to them, I went into their shadows to heal their wounds. So yeah, you know, this lonely track we walk. Here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone. I've made up my mind, I ain't wasting no more time. So here I go again. That was my awakening. Yeah, made up my mind that it was ready to wake, you know, and to break free from these chains. Break my ancestors free, break my mother free, you know, my nana, the next generation to come, the women of my family free, to restore the divine feminine energy back to them. That's what these chains have done. These chains that we was all bound to and controlled by. Yeah, I've broken free. But let's get to the writing, the seeing. So because of the intense energies and healing taking place on both sides, it seems to go silent again, you know. So like I was explaining in yesterday's video, when your twin comes in, when you both come into each other, let's say that, there's like a merge. Well, it's not like a merge, it is a merge. And it's like a circuit board, I explain it as. So I see a circuit board in my mind's eye, and there's, you know, that short circuit. So you can short circuit each other if there's not enough healing done, you know. So then you go back out, and then you come in, and then you go back out, and then you come in, and then you go back out. Yeah, you get where I'm going with this. Yeah, it's never ending. Like the love songs, they're never ending. But you know, there's reasons why you go back out, you come back in. It's healing. You've got more healing to do. You've got more shadow work to do. Both, yeah, you know, one heals, the other heals. So it's, but the divine feminine, just got something out. What in the divine feminine energy, which is me, the intuitive connection to spirit, the one that went ahead before the masculine, was meant to know, you know, have the gift of, yeah, prophecy, you know, whatever you are on your path. I'm twin flame. I'm also much more rose lineage, high priestess. I've been past lives in Lemuria. You know, things like that are returning back to me, the knowing of my past lives, and that, yeah, you know, it's that prophet in me. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. They've told me that recently. That's what's returned also. That's you know, my gifts. That's my spiritual gifts from past lives. And yeah, you know, they wanted to wake up in this timeline. I'm here for this timeline. I specifically chose to come here this timeline. Like many light seeds, twin flames, light workers, there's a big re-emergence of us all, isn't there? We're all coming out of the shadows, pardon the pun, but we're coming out of the shadows, finding our light, you know, travelling this lonely road alone for how many years. And you know, everyone's time to heal is different. Everyone's path is unique to them. So that's why I specifically say I can't speak for others, because we're all on our unique soul journey, every one of us. So when people judge me, you know, society, that programming, control, I'm like, well, I am experiencing this, and I do have visions of things to come, and they do come. And I've been like that for many, many years now. So please don't tell me what I'm experiencing and going through and staying strong, you know. And this path is hardcore. Yeah, it's hardcore, the saying. So when you get judgments and all things like that coming at you, don't add to it now for me, you know, because we understand why. Because I trigger people, meant to. I'm that mirror for others also. Mirror for my twin flame, vice versa. I'm also a mirror for others that I come into contact with. Meant to trigger something in them. These codes that I hold inside me, this DNA that I've activated. Meant to trigger. To break people free, you know, to break us all free. Broke myself free first. I'm a twin, you know. We broke each other free by being that catalyst to wake each other up. What we signed up for before coming here. One of us remembers it. I can't be sure if the other one does. Pretty sure there's been more remembrance and more knowing of, you know, this connection. I've had conversations, but yeah, still, you know, there's still healing to go, you know. So yeah, because of the intense energies that's happening at the minute, yeah, it's pummeling us, you know, and it's took me back. I say back, but it's took me into things have been surfacing for me, you know, like things have been like things have been coming up at a faster rate, you know. I know I'm going in this direction now at a much more faster there's like an acceleration on my path. Fire horse. Yeah, I feel like I'm steaming ahead. Hence why I'm online every day, readings. I feel like there's a, not an urgency, but there's a momentum I'm picking up, you know. I'm stepping into my truly true, my authentic sovereign self, you know. I'm truly stepping into it, and I'm speaking about things that I didn't think I'd speak about, but yeah, I've just, you know, I've got to that point on my lonely road where Spirit wants me to truly open up and trust my intuition and trust this path, you know. Trust God, yeah, trust God. And that's a whole nother page of automatic writing. Because yeah, let me get back to the automatic writing and not get sidetracked off this track. But yeah, so, but the big difference is, so me and my twin, we've gone silent again. So I went away to, where did I go? Oh yeah, I got sidetracked, didn't I? Detour to Philadelphia from Las Vegas. So Las Vegas 7 days, then Spirit decided to drop me off Philadelphia. Knew there was something there for me to pick up, you know, the grid worker in me. Yeah, knew there was something I needed to do there. Yeah. And before that, you know, there was communication coming in. There was a nice harmony going on, melody. You know, more calmer waters, more communication, less unsure, you know, of this connection I was feeling, conversations. I felt like there was more acceptance coming in. I've accepted this path. I accepted it a long time ago. I wouldn't be online talking about my path if I've not accepted who I am. And I'm not that, what's the word? Not crazy. Yeah, I've been called crazy, been called voodoo, been called witch. Yeah, that came out in the automatic writing. You know, I'm not a glutton for punishment. I've had a lot of punishment, you know, on this path. This path is punishment, but it's also leading us to unbelievable light and gifts inside of you. You're walking this path alone to uncover that, you know, and there comes a time you have to accept it. So yeah, I've accepted who I am. Give up that control. I've healed a lot. I've healed a lot. And there's change in her. And I feel like there's more of a shift, you know, there's that energetic shift that I can feel underneath the surface. Like I've always felt from day one, but because my intuition and my high self and I'm more clear channel now, you know, my guards can, yeah, I'm like glass to them, they're saying, they can get through, you know, they can see through, yeah, my chakras, you know, my chakras are clear like glass, so they can, yeah, channel through me, very, very clear. I'm an open channel, let's put it that way. So yeah, the big difference this time is I'm okay with the silence. So on this path, you're going to get silence, you know. You're going to, part of the path. Yeah, we're going to chase the stage. There's big separation, depending on what your path is. But there's going to be silent times, yeah. But the big difference is now, I understand why the silence occurs. And now, whereas I felt, you know, abandoned, and I had those abandonment wounds to heal, I haven't now. So this time around, I don't feel that loneliness. I don't feel that abandonment wound. I don't wait, you know, hoping and praying my twin will contact me, text me, reach out to me. Because those wounds of abandonment and loneliness, they've been healed, and I know they've been healed. Because I know, for one, my ancestors have told me, you know, that party going off in my third eye and my visions I was getting, the ancestors were celebrating these wounds I've healed and set them free, got them from their chains. So I don't feel the way I felt at the beginning stages, you know, of the runner and chaser. I don't feel that. It's different, and that's how I know there's that major shift that's occurred, you know. Also the angel signs keep getting 111, new beginning, 777, abundance timeline coming up, 444. Can't remember what that one's about, but that was a biggie on the Philadelphia hotel. Yeah, I think it's more transformation and staying on your spiritual path and trusting and believing, having faith. I think that is what it is. But yeah, so yeah, I don't feel it. But this time, yeah, I just know that there's more healing we're doing. You know, both of us. I know these stages. I know I'm at the end stage. Although it's a never-ending journey, I know that I'm at the lighter parts of this journey, you know. Yeah, give it up to God. That's surrender. I've surrendered it. Yeah, I've released control. You know, that free fall. Free falling. Yeah, I love that song. That's me. Yeah, free falling. I know God will catch me, you know. And that's really, really powerful thing for me to say, because as I wrote on my automatic writing, I lost all faith in God years ago because of my journey, my human journey prior to my spiritual journey. That got got kicked out of me, you know. Life kicked that faith out of me. Unbeknown to me, this journey was circling me right back to God. But let's get on to my automatic writing. This is going to be probably yeah, it's going to have 3 parts to it, I would say, because the automatic writing prior to the reading, yeah, I'm only on the first page. But you know this journey, yeah, it goes on and on and on. These songs go on and on. And I'm not going to rush it, because you can't rush this journey. And I can't rush parts of the healing stages that I've done, you know. I can't rush this journey. We can't rush it. Yeah, we can't rush it. So I can't rush my channeling and all that, you know. Comes when it comes and flows when it flows. And if it flows in 6 pages, then that's what it does. That's Spirit's message, you know, to us. So yeah, I don't feel it at this stage, because I know how far we've both come, you know, on this lonely road of ours. I know that. So yeah, the songs, you know, yeah, they go on and on and on. Yeah, so your twin flame, spiritual awakening, it's a path only you can walk. It's a path of finding your strength, your resilience. And like I said, you know, I don't feel abandoned. And I knew when I was going into my mother wound, that came up for me. My mother wound really did come up for me. And if you caught my last reading, that was a deep, deep wound. And I knew it was ancestral, you know, could feel it, knew it. And I thought, oh gosh, no. After years of going into these wounds and healing and deep stuff, I thought, wow. We're at the end. Before the dark night, we're at the late stages of this path, and the ancestral wound popped up and my mother wound. I won't be a moment because I can hear my little pooch not too happy, and I thought my son was with her. So I'm going to just cut this shirt and I'm going to go check on her. He might have popped out into the garden or something for 5 minutes, but yeah, I can't leave her. So I'm going to go check on her and bring her upstairs and continue. So I'll speak to you soon.